Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Today for you I have a good power stretch yoga video, not too long. We're going to be working, it's a full body one. We'll work our legs, our hips, our full back, our shoulders, our arms, and then throughout I'm not going to be giving a lot of direction. I'll give you maybe some modifications so it is more intermediate level. And I want you to be able to know all the asanas, how to do correctly, and your breathing techniques correctly. We're probably throughout a lot of this use our Uwaji breathing, the ocean breath. And then be sure to follow the movement with the breath. Keep those in sync. And we'll go ahead and we'll start off just to come into some breathing, come into your staff pose. So really push through the heels, push the heels through the mat. Toes come up towards the ceiling. You're sitting up straight through the spine, really lining the spine up. Bring the shoulders up and back. And let's come to our breath, navel to spine. Breathing. We'll take 5 cycles of breath here. Relax the shoulders down away from the ears, but sit up tall through that spine. Shoulders can come back. Slight lift in your chin. Smile. From here, you're going to bring your soles of your feet together and go ahead and scoot your glutes up and then come down on your back. Now you can leave your legs here if you're okay in your butterfly pose here. Or you can even bring your legs down if it's not quite as comfortable into your diamond pose. Either one is good. From here, you're going to lift up the glutes. And when you lift up through the glutes, tuck your tailbone under. And then just raise up. Breathe. And come down. So you're going to exhale here. So let's breathe in. Breathe in, lift, exhale. Breathe in, exhale, up. Breathe in, down, really placing the bottom of your back into the mat, melt into the mat. Shoulders stay where they are, flat on the mat. Breathe in, breathe out, and then come on back down. Now this time you're going to bring your knees up. You're going to bring one foot over into reclined pigeon pose. We're going to do a one-legged reclined pigeon pose here. So what you're going to do is you're going to come up on your one leg, of course, and push up as high as you can, one-legged bridge pose. Now, if you want to keep your hips lined up, so if your hips are coming down, go ahead and place a block, if you have it, underneath that right hip, if you have the right foot over the knee. Place your palms flat down, shoulders flat down. Push way up through the glutes. Using your thigh muscles, quadricep muscles, and hamstring muscles here in the glutes. And then gently, inch by inch, always come out slowly. Back down. And then go ahead and pull. Thread the hand underneath the leg. Pull your knee towards you. Push out. on that folded leg, push the knee outward. And breathe. And then bring your foot back down. And come into that one-legged bridge pose again. One-legged pigeon pose, either way. Go ahead and curl the tailbone up. If you're unable to lift up in this with even hips, you can go ahead and just stay in that bridge pose and lift up. Take 5 cycles of breath here. Really keep your hips level. Push through that knee. One more breath, push clear up before rolling back down. Inhale here as you pull your knee toward you again, and then lift that back leg up. Push again through the heel and flex. Flex and point. Maybe rotate through the ankle. And then bring your foot back down. We'll do that on the opposite side. So relax your foot, ankle on your knee. Again, really flatten the bottom of your back through the mat. Open that knee up, pressing through the knee. You're going to come on up. Again, if you feel your hip tipping down or wanting to roll, just go ahead and put you can hold your hand up, you're glued up with your hand, or even use your block. That's what they're for. If you don't feel like you're quite right or steady in the move, go ahead and resituate and then lift back up. Pushing all the way up through the glutes. Shouldn't have to do too much work on the top half of your body. Pressing all 4 corners of the feet on the floor. And then gently come back down. And then pull your knee in toward you. Shoulders on the mat. Keep the shoulders on the mat. Pressing that knee open with your elbow. Bring your foot back down. And then curl up through the tailbone again. Flatten through your back. All the way up. Keeping the hips level. 5 breaths. Push up a little further. And then gently come back down. And then curl that knee back up. Spread your hand through. Leave the shoulders on the mat. So if you need to grab lower around the thigh, depending where your shoulders are going to be the most flattest on the mat. And then flex and point through the foot. That is up and rotate. And then bring your foot down. Let's pull our knees into our chest. Rock side to side. Get a nice massage on the hip area, through that sacrum, tailbone. Just take a nice sway of your legs here. And then go ahead and lift your head up. Breathe into your chest. Bring the feet back down. Breathing. And let's do one more thing here. Stretch your hands out overhead and start just squeezing your hands into a ball and back out. And then go ahead and gently grab behind the knees. Leaving the legs up, you're going to take your hands, interlace your fingers, bring your elbows out to the side. Breathing, you're going to gently come up, hanging out here, breathing. Might be some shaking going on in the stomach. Bring the elbows clear back. Breathing, feel a nice shake or burning in your abdomen area. That's normal. One more breath. And then gently, inch by inch, roll back down. And bring the knees down. And then you're going to go ahead and grab behind the knees and roll on up. From here, we're going to come into our high boat. So what I want you to do is come back into that staff pose so you can feel your back become really straight. And here what you're going to do is bring your knees up, keeping that back straight. Grab onto one of your big toes. And then grab onto the other, however you need to get up there. Woo! Do that again. If you can let go, great. If not, stay like this, trying to keep your back as straight as you can. Or you can even bring your arms up. It's really hard to do without wanting to bend through the back. And then go ahead and bring your legs back down. Swing around into some cat and cow. Hands underneath the shoulders. Feet about hip-width distance apart. Knees below the hips. Go ahead and drop the stomach down. Inhale. Let's take 5 rounds here. Inhale, shoulders back. Exhale. Keeping the arms straight, elbow creases shining forward. One more. And let's come up into a downward facing dog. So curl the toes under. Press all the way back. Pedal out through the feet. Maybe sway the hips side to side. Stretch through the hips a little bit. Now from here, we're going to come ahead. When we come forward into the plank, we're going to take a plank, but make sure you come past your hands. Really press your fingers into the mat. You're going to bring it knee to nose. So as you come forward, bring your knee to your nose. Come forward, past your hands, and then back up. We'll do 5 of these. Breathing. Breathe in. Okay, breathe in here, and then exhale, coming through. Exhaling. And exhaling. And then come back into your downward facing dog. We'll do the same thing on the opposite side. Into your breath. So. Exhale as you come up. Knee to nose. Exhale. Two more. One more. And then pedal out through your feet, pressing back into your downward dog. From here, Come all the way back again in your downward dog. Let's bring the right foot back. And you're gonna bring it forward into your low lunge. Keep that back foot, toes tucked under. But I want you to bring your hand in front of the foot. Press down through the hips as far as you can. Into your locust pose here. You're pressing your elbow into your leg and your knee into your arm, knee into your shoulder. You just hang out here. If you want to, you can stretch all the way down, or you can use a block. Keep the knee into the shoulder. Keep it pressed into your shoulder. A little challenging too. You can come down further with your head. Whatever your body wants to do. Two more breaths. And then gently come back up. Bring the foot to the inside, and then you're going to come into your pigeon pose. Come back to your breath here. Stacking the hands, just rest your forehead and breathe. Take 5 breaths here. Navel to spine, relax through the shoulders. Relax your face, your jaw. This could also be a nice resting pose. And then come back up gently, back into your downward facing dog. Pressing back. And let's lift that left foot up. Bring it all the way through again into that low lunge. Come down through the hip. And then you're going to bring your hand in front of the foot, pressing that knee into your shoulder. Again, hanging out here, or even coming down further if you like. Breathing, really keeping your leg in. Keep your knee in next to your shoulder. And if you want to come down further on your arms, rest your head on your arms, whatever's comfortable. Maybe slide down through your toes if you like. Either way. And then walk your hands back up. And let's come into that reclined pigeon pose, knee behind the hand. Come all the way down. Stack the opposite hand on top. Come back to your breath. Relaxing the shoulders, the head. And press the top of your foot into the mat. Two more breaths. And then gently come out of it, gently. You're going to come onto your knees here. Come all the way up, and we're going to do our gate pose. So I'm going to turn to the front here where you can see. You're going to bring one leg out to the side. Foot is parallel with the mat. The opposite leg is straight back, pointing back towards the wall. You're going to reach your hand up and over, pressing through the chest, keeping the hips facing forward. Breathing. And then come all the way down and bring that right arm up, lifting through that back leg. Press through the heel. Feel a nice burn in the hip area, keeping the hips level. You don't want to lean them forward. You don't want to rock back, keeping it level. Breathing. Then you're going to bring that foot down. You're going to slide the bottom leg out. We're coming into our plank, side plank. Go ahead and stretch your foot, stacking the feet. Get your balance. Push on up through the hips, keeping the hips facing forward. Don't rock back. Don't rock forward. Again, smiling. Draw the hand around to the floor. And then come all the way down. Stretch up into a cobra, high cobra. Drop the head down. Press yourself back up again. And we'll come into that gate pose on the opposite side. So I am just going to stay facing you, but bring the opposite leg out. Foot parallel with the mat. Arm comes up overhead and you're still smiling. Opening up through the chest and come down further if you're able to. And then come back up. You're going to drop your arm down. Lifting up that back leg. Let's bring our arm up overhead. Pushing through the heel. Don't bring the hips forward. Keeping level. Again, bring your foot down. Slide your other foot back. And stack through the feet. Stack your feet. Even out the body. Push up through the hips. Don't round through forward and don't round back. Keep the hips even and breathe. Place your head wherever is comfortable. A lot of strength here. Remember to keep the fingertips pressed into the mat. And then roll the hand down. Come back into your plank. And then come all the way down. You're going to come up all the way back into your child's pose. Relaxed child's pose. Keep the arms relaxed. Come back to your breath. Using that Ujjayi breath. And then gently come back up. We're going to walk our knees forward. We're going to come all the way on our backs. And bring your legs down, pressing into the heel. And then bring one knee up and let's carry it over. Stacking through the hips for a nice twist here. Keeping the shoulders on the mat. Maybe nodding side to side. Just absorbing what you did. Thanking yourself for joining me today. Just noticing how your body feels. You're going to come back around. Bring the leg out, the opposite leg out straight. The knee comes in and over. Should be feeling really good. Again, move your head side to side. And then bring your leg back. And you can end in Savasana on here, or you can bring your knees up to your chest one more time. If you're doing this in the morning, you probably don't want to fall back to sleep. So go ahead and grab behind the knees and roll on up. Just have a seat. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do. I'd love to see you on the mat every morning. And let's go ahead and draw one big circle one way with the nose or the head and rotate it back the other way. Very good. Maybe nod your head to the side. Come back up. Let's take the biggest, deepest breath you've taken yet today. Thumbs together at the heart space. Breathe in really deep. Have a beautiful day, everybody. Thank you.